Welcome to Star Studio and Rolling Out. Today, we're thrilled to welcome Aaria Charaman, the breakout star of Jones in When Love is a Habit. In this film, Aaria delivers a compelling performance as Simone Love, a young woman navigating the complexities of love and self-discovery. With a background in musical theater, Aaria brings a unique blend of acting, singing, I've checked out her Instagram, you should too, and dance to her roles, captivating audiences with her dynamic presence. Hi, Aaria. So lovely to have you
Hello.
here today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having
So,
me.
first of all, congratulations on your role as Simone Love.
Thank you.
Can you share what initially drew you to this character and how you prepared for this role?
Yes, so that's a great question. Simone Love, I would say I can identify with her in her strength. She's very strong, very, very strong. As the film rolls out, you'll see, and as hopefully you're able to see it in jonesing, Simone, she's definitely goes through a lot in her personal life and as well as in her family life because her parents, who were the epitome of Black love for her and her example of love, they get a divorce. And so that kind of makes me just question love and question everything I thought I've known. But so that on top of, personal issues as a young Black woman and in college, in my senior year of college, she goes through a lot and she has to be vulnerable, but overall she's very strong. So that's my connection definitely to her.
So, Simone's journey is both emotional and transformative. How did you connect with her experiences, like you said, going through with her parents, going through a divorce and going through college and all that? So, how did you connect with her experiences, and what aspects of her story resonated with you personally?
Oh, I would definitely say as a young Black woman navigating love in this generation, it's I think for everybody it can be a challenge,
Yeah,
but especially, I feel like for myself right now. So just difficulties she faced with also how social media plays a role in relationships because that's a theme in the film as well. And so I've gone through some things in my personal love life where social media has impacted, a relationship. And so it's
yeah,
just very realistic, definitely. So there were scenes in the film that I was like, oh, this definitely I've experienced something like this in my real life. I
yeah.
don't want to give it away, but yeah.
Okay. So the film delves into the idea of Jonesing for love. How do you interpret this concept, and how did it influence your portrayal of Simone?
I really, honestly, I was inspired. I'll just say I was mainly inspired by Six King's writing, and that really kind of helped me because I've had my own experiences, but I can't say like in real life yet. I've had that yearning that I've experienced jonesing
Yes.
in my personal, but I think I've been close to it, so I could draw from that. But his writing definitely the motivation and the
So you mentioned your director, Six King. So what was your experience like working with him, and what insights did he provide that helped shape your performance?
Yes, I will say Six King, it's definitely been a pleasure working with him. He's just extremely, obviously a great writer, but extremely professional. And this being my sophomore film, I had a different experience previously. It was good still, but Six kind of took it to another level for me. He pushed me again with his writing. There were some things in the film, as an actor, like it pushed me to grow. I
Yeah.
really I had some real tears in the film. I
Yeah.
had to get into the zone and work to get to that point. But I definitely feel like because of his writing, I've grown as an actor. So it's been a great experience just overall. And also, I will say, tapped in some relationships, with seasoned actors that he had, such as Khalil Kain, who is in Love Jones, which is Jonesing is a successor to Love Jones. So
Yeah.
getting to work with Khalil, that also pushed me and, allowed me to grow and, some encouraging words from him and just advice, and as well as Malik Yoba, who is phenomenal as well. So yeah.
You spoke about your cast members. Now let's talk about the female characters that play significant roles in this movie. Can you talk about the dynamic between Simone and the characters, those characters, and how they contribute to her journey?
Absolutely. I definitely I can't say enough about the additional female characters. So I have two best friends in the film, Layla and Mina, and they're just extremely talented. And it was an absolute pleasure working with them. But I think another theme in this film that is touched on is beautiful sisterhood, and that's just like that's what we have, which is now translated off screen as well. But I will say we had our most recent premiere in Detroit, which is my hometown, and something that a lot of women were coming back after the film. We did a talk back. They were saying, I love the depiction of, the sisterhood, which is kind of, I feel like something that's missing in a lot of shows and film right now. You're not really seeing that it's real. We have real conversations and cry real tears together and laugh. And just, there's authenticity there.
So, with your background in musical theater, how did your training in singing and dance inform your approach to this very dramatic role?
That is a great question as well. My training in musical theater, I would say I had to be very disciplined because I got my BFA in musical theater. So going through that program was very rigorous. And while I did a few film classes, like acting for film classes, but just the discipline of, studying my craft, throwing myself into characters that I did play previously to this in the musical theater world, and, studying the material and really just being able to become a character, that's where that helped me.
So, did you have any particular challenging scenes? Something like, can you share your experience from the set? Something that stands out?
I would say a particularly challenging, definitely something that was new for me. We had with my co-star an intimate scene, and it's tasteful, it's classy. Because I will say again, Six's writing, just overall, there's a level of class to it, and that's what I love. Because less is more. You don't have to. There's a way to do things, but that scene, that definitely
Mm-hmm.
was a little challenging. Just it was new, so
Yeah,
on camera, somebody, people watching you be intimate. Clothed, we were fully clothed, but since it was intimate, so that was new
yeah.
to me. That was new. I just had to focus in, still be in the moment.
So I can just imagine.
Yeah.
Right? So the film addresses themes of self-worth and emotional dependency, especially with dealing with divorce parents and all that. So what message do you hope audiences take away from Simone's story?
I think that Simone's journey just overall shows that vulnerability and feeling isn't weakness. And we all go through things, whatever it may be, but I think there's parts in the film that everybody can identify with. You're gonna feel an array of emotions watching the film and watching my journey, but overall, it's okay to feel those. Yeah, so I think definitely that's a message there.
As an emerging actress, how do you see this role influencing your future career choices? Are there any specific types of roles or stories you're eager to explore next?
I will say I'm definitely glad that I've experienced this role again. Like I've grown from initially starting off as an actress, but I do hope to. I love romantic comedies, so I do hope to do more of those as well. But I
Yeah.
want to. I see myself doing some action films.
Ooh,
Yeah, like I wanna do a little bit of that.
yeah.
I know I have that in me, so I'm like, I want to tap
You
into
want to
more.
explore.
Yeah, maybe like a thriller as well, a serious role. So
Finally, what advice would you give aspiring actors and actresses looking up to you and your journey and who wants complex roles like Simone?
I will say, if you are an aspiring actor or actress, I would definitely say invest in yourself first. Have a goal, but know what you need to do to get there. and whether that's some training or, trying to secure an agent, but just definitely first invest in yourself to get you to where you need to be, and believe in yourself and know that whatever you want to do, you can do it. You definitely do have to put in some work, and yeah, you can do anything you want to do.
Where can we watch Jonesing, and how can we reach you? How can we find you on social media?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Aria, Aaria Sings, Sings. And those are my main platforms. And I also have music out on Apple Music and all streaming platforms under Aria, Aaria. So stream my music as well.
Thank you so much, Aaria, for joining us today and sharing your thoughts and your experiences with us. The portrayal of Simone Love in Jonesing, When Love is a Habit, offers a profound look into the intricacies of love and self-discovery. We look forward to seeing more of you and your captivating performances in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.